Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a high school biology teacher, and this is going to be a very busy day in my life. So I just got into my classroom. It's 7:14. I was chit-chatting with our secretary on my way into school today about TikTok trend. It's all because this is Teacher Appreciation Week. So just trying to make sure all these teachers feel a little something and appreciated. So, yes, so I just got in. I need to go put away my Hot Pocket in the freezer. And today is a blue day. So these are my today's a blue day. So these are my even classes, and I'm off for second period. So that's our first class of the day. So I am on my planning right now, and we actually have a department PLC. And since I'm team lead, I actually host the meeting in here. So I'm pulling up the agenda and everything. And yes, that's gonna start in about 15 minutes. So we only have a few things on the list because at this point we're all kind of starting to think about next year and no longer this year. Like, we're kind of done. Morning announcements. All right, so morning announcements just finished up. So we have our level biology PLC this morning. I just have that we need to talk about if we're doing bonus for the review packet. That's all about our final exam. If we need to make any credit recovery worksheets, we need to be contacting our parents about failures. There's only 13 days left of school, and our campus is under construction. So we actually have to be completely out of our classrooms. Anything that's not no AC and high humidity safe has to be brought home with us for the summer. And we have a lot of movement happening on our team anyways. Like, I'm moving classrooms. 2 people on biology team currently are moving over to the senior campus to teach something different for next year, and we're getting 2 new people. So there's a lot of movement happening within our team anyways, and that's why I feel like everyone's starting to think about next year, because there is going to be so much different. And then we need to talk about exemptions, and if any end of year plans change, who to contact for that. So that is our agenda for our PLC today. And my goal is that we can get done quick, because I have a lab to set up for my level bio that's coming for 4th period. And I will bring y'all to check in on that lab once PLC is over. Alrighty, it is now 8:15. We just finished our PLC meeting. I have some tasks I need to do that I got assigned at the PLC meeting, so I'm gonna write them down really quickly. Okay, that's done. So as I said, today, or this whole week, is Teacher Appreciation Week, and today is the nacho day. So like, our counselors are making nachos for us, so there's gonna be a nacho bar, and then we also have massages. So a masseuse is gonna come and be set up during our lunches as well. Don't know if I'll necessarily go get a massage or if I'll get the nachos, but I'll go check it out later, of course. Yesterday they made us hot dogs, and then I did have a few students, they made these little things. Basically, some kid said thank you, and they wrote out some stuff. I don't know what class they did that for, because one of them literally says, "Thank you, Miss Lag, for being the only teacher to give me work in ISS." I feel like that's not something to like actually be grateful for, but maybe they're bored, so they want something to do. But like, gosh. Thank you for coming mid-year and still being a good teacher. And thanks for being a good, chill teacher. So that's always, it's fun to see what kids will say at times. So, and then also I got this given to me, not for teacher appreciation, but this is one of those books. I've never seen this one before, the Happy Dreamer. I normally see the other places you'll go, but this is one of my students' like books where they have teachers sign every single year, and he doesn't know that it exists. So I need to write my message somewhere in here for him, but I kind of want to like read the book first because I don't know this book. So like I need to know what's going on to sign the right page for him. So I need to do that at some point today, and then I need to go hide it away so that he will not see it on my desk or anything. So yes. What else? Also, we've got school today, and yesterday was kind of rough. I had like a headache the entire day, and my students could tell, and they were still super loud, the little jerks. So I am feeling better today. We've got our lab that we need to go set up for right now. So I'm going to show you all the lab my level kids are doing, and I'll show you what honors did for their cell transport lab. And then today is the appreciation or the award ceremony. I don't really know what to call it, but tonight is the event for all the teachers who won awards, and I won Rising Star, which is basically Teacher of the Year for a teacher who is only 0 to 3 years of experience. So, yes, I have that event tonight. The doors open at 7. It starts at 7:30, which I'm very excited to be going. Like, don't get me wrong. That is getting so close to my bedtime. So close. And that's like way past dinner time too. I don't know if they're feeding us, so we're gonna eat beforehand, but like still, I'm so like, that's so late on a Tuesday. So late. But yes, so let's go show you all the labs and get along with our day. So in level, we're learning obviously cell transport in level and honors. For Level's lab to represent osmosis, we are doing the gummy bear lab. So we've got salt water, and you can see their gummy bear kind of grew. Distilled water. And tap water. That is the lab they did. So that was my red day, first period lab. So I need to get the lab reset up for 4th period today, who are coming in about 20 minutes. So I need to get 3 beakers per lab station. I need to get them a gummy bear in each jar as well. Yes. So let's go set up for the level lab real quick. All right, all the stations are set up for level. In honors though, we did a different lab for cell transport. We did the egg lab. So we put an egg in vinegar to soak off the shell. And then once the shell was off from the vinegar, we put it in syrup, which is a hypertonic solution. So our egg shriveled. As you can see, very shriveled now, that before and after. And then we took our syrup egg and put it back into water, and it expanded again. So this is the 3 things together. So vinegar, syrup, and then water again. So yes, that was the lab we did in honors, and now I'm gonna throw away my eggs because that's gross. So some of the eggs started to grow like mold by the last day because obviously we only see our kids every other day. So while it was nice to do it on a Thursday, Friday, have the weekend for the vinegar soaking, then it started to be too long. Like it was in the syrup for too long. It was in water after that for too long for every other day. So they definitely got gross, and I'm glad they're out of my room now. So that was what level did yesterday. They finished up their labs and they did the analysis. And then today they're going to do a case study about cystic fibrosis, which is all about like the membrane in the with cell transport. So they're going to do that case study, and then they're going to get their spring final review, which we are building their tests. It's like 75 questions, and the tests are in 2 weeks from now. So we're going to start giving them the study guide so they can start reviewing for their final. Some of them have the choice to exempt, so if they have like an A or B, no discipline, and like less than 4 absences, they can exempt my final, so they don't have to take it. But we don't know who's going to be exempting our finals until May 12th. And our freshmen can only exempt 2 of their 8 finals, so they still need to take most of their finals. So we don't really know who's planning to take it or not yet. So we're making them all do the study guide regardless. And we're thinking about maybe we should just pick it up for a grade to be like, did you do it? So, yes, that is all those things. And now it's 8:30, so we got 15 minutes until my level kids come into class. And they're gonna come, we're gonna do our lab. And then we have Eagle's Nest, which is our time period for like remediation. So I have some kids coming in to make a test for me during that time. And then it's lunch. I'll check in with y'all at lunch. We'll go see the nacho bar and such. And then my honors classes are the end of my day. So my 6th and 8th period today, they're gonna do the case study. They're gonna work on their final study guide. And if they get all that done, then they're gonna be able to start looking at things for other classes, making sure they're missing no grades, stuff like that, like a study hall type situation. And then we're gonna go home and prepare for our awards tonight. So that's a little overview of our day. One of my tasks from my little to-do list from the PLC is I need to make the booklet that matches our final review. So this is how our students will check their answers, is they go play the booklet and they get the same questions, and then they can get the immediate feedback to see if they did it right or not. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna make this until the kids show up in about 8 minutes now. All right, I got 7 of 25 questions done on the booklet, and the kids are coming in 5 minutes now. So I'm gonna go run to the restroom real quick before they get here, because they're with me for 2 hours. The bell just rung and the children are coming. Let's go stand at our door and greet them. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the kids just left. It's 10:55. There was a fight in the hallway, so I was out there getting kids to go to where they need to belong. But now we're on lunch. We're gonna take a chill pill. I'm gonna go check out the massage, the nachos with my other honors teacher. And we're just gonna enjoy our lunch because my heart is pounding right now because these high school kids, like, whew, okay. Oh my God, oh my God. Let's go. Nachos. We made it to the end of the school day. It's now 2:40. So the kids just left like 5 minutes ago, and I've just been like decompressing for a second of holy moly. I was pretty productive in my honors classes. So our school lets our kids exempt their finals. They have to have a certain grade in class and a certain amount of absences and no discipline issues in order to exempt. So I allowed any kids who wanted to know their absences, like how many absences they had for second hour versus first hour, etc. I went and pulled that info for those kids who wanted it, and then I finished the booklet. I posted the booklet in our Canvas, and then so in my little list, booklet is done, and then we have to have a copy of our final ready on paper for the kids who come over the summer to make it up. And we are giving our district's quarterly assessment as our final, and since it's the districts, we can't just print it. So I made a alt version of it that is printable, so that is done. And then the last thing on my list is I need to finish prepping my room for summer. So we only have 13 days until May 22nd, which is our last day with students, and it's our last day in our classroom. So our school's shutting down all of summer for construction, so we have to be out that day. We do get a 3-day weekend, and then we come back on the 26th for our like closeout, so we have to check out with our grades and stuff like that. But since they're going to be starting construction, we can't be here. We're going to go over to our senior campus, and I'm assuming we'll just all kind of be hanging out somewhere to do checkouts. So that's like my last big thing, is I need to make my room ready. Since I'm moving, I gotta do that. And then I also need to do the lab station area, so that little in-between room I have. Nothing can be out on the counters. I gotta go put it all away in the cabinets or the shelves. And that room is so messy. It is so bad. And I just don't have the mental capacity right now to organize it. So I think I'm just gonna kind of shove things away in there. And then with the new team next year, we are going to organize it together. So instead of me having to do it all by myself, because maybe that's not going to be my lab room anymore since I'm moving rooms, and maybe the way I want to organize it isn't how they want it. So I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to store everything so it's safe for construction and then wait. So that is the last thing I need to do. That was like on my PLC like action items I needed to do. And then, what else did I do? Then my 8th period came. So 6 came and went. 8th came, I did the attendance thing again for them. That class is by far my smallest class. So we had 5 kids out. So there was only like 13 of them in here today. So it was a very small class, which is nice. So they were all really good. They got all their work done. And they have their quiz on Thursday, so next time I see them, they're taking their quiz on cell transport. And then I think that's everything that happened. I got really frazzled after the fight. Basically, administration dealt with the students who were actually doing that. I just kind of stepped in with getting all the bystanders out of there, because in Texas, students are not allowed to have their phones, and kids will try to start whipping out their phones to film it, and then they send it and they get in trouble too. So I was just getting them the heck out of the area, and it just always gets my heart going pitter patter. I still, to this day, have never seen an actual like fight like with my own eyes. Like, I know they've happened in my general vicinity since being a teacher, but I've never like actually seen the kids hitting each other. And thankfully, because like I get all worked up just knowing it's happening in the area near me. I'm just like, no, please. So that freaks me out. But that is high school. That was also pretty bad when I was teaching junior high too, but I think it's definitely worse with the 9th graders that now, like in high school, it's a little worse. And it's always over stupid things. I'm like, hitting each other is not the way to solve your problems, but whatever. Administration also stopped by today and gave us shirts for teacher appreciation. They want us to wear them on Friday, but I will not be here on Friday. I will have a substitute because I'm driving into Louisiana. I've got a hair appointment, I've got a baby shower, and I've got Mother's Day all this weekend. So I'm gonna go home and visit with family this weekend. So I don't get to wear matching shirts with my people. So yes, that is almost everything, I think. Oh, also, I've been starting to update my grade calculators. I basically have a spreadsheet for each class period, and I put in their first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks grade, their fall exam, calculate their semester A grade, and the same thing, marking period 3, marking period 4, final, your spring final, and then marking your semester B, average. And then I see who failed, stuff like that. I'm also using it for the exemption stuff. It's tedious to have to pull up your grade book and go and type in all those old things. Next year, I think I want to make the spreadsheet at the beginning of the year, and I want to put in, so like at the end of the first 9 weeks, I go and update all the grades. End of the second 9 weeks, do it. Exams, do it. Instead of right now having to do the entire year like on backlog. So that's something to add to my you should do this next year list. So we're shutting down the computer. Let's turn off the projector. Let's pack up our bag and let's go head home. Oh, I got my first teacher appreciation gift from a student. She made some chocolate chip cookies, which I'm very grateful for. I'm gonna eat these in a minute. I wanted to show y'all that I got cookies, so I didn't eat my cookies yet. But I'm gonna eat those, and I'm gonna go head home. So yes, I had a few kids ask me like what I want for teacher appreciation, and I don't know why, but like I don't like answering that question. I don't like telling my students to get me something. When they're like asking me legitimately, I'm like, I don't need anything. Like, if you want to get me something that's very thoughtful, like, I'd rather it be from you though. Like, because you noticed maybe I like Dr. Pepper, which one student said, like, you're always drinking Dr. Pepper, do you want that? And I'm like, it's one thing if you notice something and you're like, I want to get this for you. But I was like, I'm not going to ask you or tell you specifically what to get me. I don't know. It's just a weird, like, boundary I have. It's just like, I don't like telling you to go get me something, because then it feels like, I don't know, I don't like asking my students to get me things, even for teacher appreciation. I don't want to tell them. And maybe it's just because of the age group I teach. Like, I feel like now some of these students are like they're gonna go spend their own personal money to get me something instead of they're asking their parents. And while some may still be getting it from their parents and stuff, it's still just, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, or if any other teachers feel that way too. Definitely let me know, because I feel weird sometimes with them asking me, what do you want for teacher appreciation? So I normally am just like, if you want to get me something, write me a note, like write me a card telling me how I mean something to you, because I go and I collect them, which I had more of these in my mailbox today. Like, I keep them all. I packed it away already, but I have a huge binder with all these notes. Like, I don't throw away notes for my students. I keep them. If it's the current school year, then I post them up on my wall. If it's previous school year, I take them all down and I put them in my binder for keeping. It's like the My Why binder. And it's so sweet. Like, I love having these items. So that's what my go-to is. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you a specific thing to get me, just write me a card. And all this week, if my kids finish early, I give them paper and I'm like, go write your teacher a thank you. Like, what's a teacher that means something to you? Go make them a card. And I give them colors and I give them paper. So yes, if you're a student, your teacher just wants to hear it, that you mean something, or that they mean something to you. So yeah, but I'm done chit-chatting. I'm ready to go home, so let's go. Good night, classroom. Oh, baby, hello. Hi. So I just got home. It is 3:13. Kai says hello. Say hello. I don't have the award ceremony, which, by the way, I figured out what it's called. It's called Salute to Education. And I've got tickets. The doors don't open until 7 p.m. and it doesn't start until actually 7:30. So I've got a while because it's 3:15. Alrighty, I'm sitting on the sofa enjoying this cookie from the student. It's so good. Like, I'm very grateful for that cookie. And then I got my book, Ballad of Never After, and I have 91% left, which is 28 minutes in the book. So I'm gonna sit here and read for the next 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna get up and go edit last vlog that I filmed. So yes. What the actual heck was that ending? Oh my gosh. Really want to start the next one now, which is always how I feel at the end of the book. So it's like, I gotta read more, but we're not. We're gonna put it down and we're gonna just sit and we're gonna edit my video because I've been procrastinating this. It was actually a very fun video to film. Went to the Astros game after a day of teaching. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it up in the cards wherever it is, because that one should be posted before this. But yes, let's get going. Alrighty, it's 5 o'clock. I just finished editing this video. Jonathan just called me because he left work, so I just put on a pot of water to start boiling for the pasta. And yes, that is everything. So I'm gonna start cooking soon. I'm gonna get this video exported so that I can start uploading it to post. I didn't really say this in the video, but the Astros game was so much fun. I've never been to a baseball game like that before, and we went on a Friday, and on Friday nights they have like different themes, and then they do fireworks after like someone, like the players came out and spoke to us about the theme, and then the fireworks went off, and they were like really good fireworks. So I enjoyed myself a lot that night. Even though it was a late night, I would definitely go back again, just not on a school night, because Jonathan mentioned something about going on a Tuesday, and I was like, no way, I can't be showing up at home at midnight on a school night. But on a Friday, it was so much fun. So highly recommend, if you're in the area, go see an Astros game. The tickets weren't too expensive, and we got a free jersey because we were within the first 10,000 to show up to the stadium, which seems like a ridiculous amount of jerseys to hand out for free. All right, so I just redid my makeup and I straightened my hair, which is the first time doing that in a long time. So it feels kind of weird.
Sarah Lagarini.
Alrighty, we're back in the car. It's now 8:13. I got my award. So, yes, they were very quick and efficient. It was like 30 minutes, and they said a lot of names. And we got cookies. Where'd our cookies go? Cookies. That was our sponsor, was the bank. So we got cookies and we grabbed some extras because they said we could. And then Jonathan said we should go to Chili. So we're gonna go get molten lava cake and celebrate. And that's gonna be about it. It is 8:58 and we just got home. Chili's hit the spot, and Jonathan and I were on the same wavelength about stopping to get a dessert. So we are home, and I hope y'all had a fun time following along in this day in my life. It was nice to go to the ceremony. It was sweet seeing all the people being recognized at the different campuses. But yes, if y'all enjoyed this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see y'all on my next one. Bye.